Hey guys, on the one here, and welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to my review of the Skull Island anime. Is it an anime? I remember them saying it was an anime. I'm gonna just call it a TV series. Welcome to Skull Island. Fuck it, anime. I'm just calling it anime. Welcome to Skull Island. My review of Skull Island anime. Now, before I get into this, I have some kind of depressing news to say. Nobody died or anything that I know of. Nobody, got hurt or something. It's more like, depressing for the channel. So, my my PlayStation account got permanently suspended. Now, what that means is I can no longer, play Star Wars, all the games I was planning to play on. Hades too, yeah, I can't play that anymore. Um, yeah, no. So all the games I basically was planning to play on the channel are basically gone now. So yeah, I am okay. The reason why this happened was because someone made a transaction on my account that wasn't me. Someone else made it. And I contacted the credit card company and they were like, "Hey, can you guys take this transaction off? I didn't make it." And they were like, "Yeah, sure, definitely." So they took it off, and PlayStation decided they were going to be some of the most pettiest human beings alive. And not only did they suspend my account, but they basically held my account for ransom. So let me explain it better. I got After they suspended my account, I asked PlayStation, "What the fuck? Why would you do that?" I don't see the issue of what happened here. What's going on? So basically, what happened was I forgot what they called it. It's a draw. It's like a drawback something. I don't know what it's called, but they're basically like, it doesn't matter that the transaction wasn't made by you. You still made the transaction was still made on your account. So now you owe us the amount of money that the transaction made, or else we're not going to give you your account back. So, being the logical person I was and not wanting to have to make an entirely new account, redo Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order again, and redo Wolong Fallen Dynasty again, I, paid the amount of money that was made in a transaction. It was $100, by the way. Yeah, I paid $100 for that. Fucking hell. And, yeah, so I'm currently waiting for them to give me back my account. Well, that's where I am now. I'm currently waiting for them to give me back my account. They said it should take like 4 hours, but honestly, who fucking knows? But, yeah, on a more lighter tone, Skull Island anime, yay! Also one more episode of Prehistoric Planet Season 2, excited. But yeah, this right here, Skull Island anime. Right off the bat, general thoughts, I liked it, I enjoyed it, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a pleasant little, experience. It's pretty short. It's like 8 episodes now, which for some fucking reason, TV shows now are getting shortened for some reason. I don't know why. I would much rather prefer like 25 episode series, or 14 episodes. I miss the like super long series, man. 16 episodes, 25 episodes. I miss those series, dude. But yeah, whatever. I'm not complaining because like the way it ends, it is obviously setting up a season 2. Like there is so many unresolved plot lines, but we're not there yet. First off, story. The story is basically, every fucking Skull Island story, it seems. They see a map, they want to check out the island. Monster attack. Well, actually, no. Yeah, monster does attack them. They get stranded on the island, and they have to find a way to get out, basically. Yeah, story's good. I like the pacing. The pacing's actually pretty decent. Characters are great. I did like the characters. Mike is cool. He's like the self-sacrificing kind of guy. He's basically sick. Oh yeah, spoilers throughout about this, by the way. He's basically sick kind of throughout the whole story because he got like attacked by like a giant squid. He somehow survived. Oh yeah, it reminds me of an anime too. Like it has that anime sort of feel to it, but it feels cartoony too, if that makes any amount of sense. It probably doesn't, but whatever. Yeah, Mike's cool. Charlie's cool. Charlie's like the wimpy kind of guy, the wimpy protagonist, the nice guy, not Reddit nice guy, but he's a nice guy, basically. He's a nice guy, but he's not a nice guy, if you know what I'm saying. Annie's basically the badass girls get it done girl. She's not annoying Anyway, by the way, I saw some people saying she might be annoying. She's not. She's actually kind of cool. Also, yeah, this show's actually surprisingly funny. It has its moments where like the comedy is pretty good. Like I did enjoy some of the humor. It's not like slap your knee funny, but it's still funny. It still gets a little chuckle out every now and then. But yeah, Annie's cool. Dog is dog is cool. The dog gag is actually kind of funny. That's one of the better humorous parts of the series. Now, I know what you're wondering. Well, Godzilla 101. This is a Skull Island series, and King Kong is obviously centered around Skull Island. So why aren't you talking about him a lot? Well, it's because he's not in the series all that much. Kong is like in 2 episodes, 2 or 3 episodes in this 8 episode series, which isn't a bad thing, by the way. I still think the series does good without Kong on it. Well, Kong still shows up, but like we actually have a full flashback episode of him, which is pretty good. Like how it delves into his like character and that stuff. I did like how it delved into his character and his like relationship with this one Iwi girl. Really, that sounds a little friendship relationship, I should say. There are different type of relationships, guys. Don't be pigs. What the fuck? Where did that come from? But yeah, Kong doesn't appear that much in the series, unfortunately, which, again, I'm not holding it against it because the show actually does a good job of standing up on its own, which is a lot more I can say for other series. But, yeah, Godzilla anime, I actually did like the Godzilla anime a lot. And it did, in my opinion, stand on its own without Godzilla in it. Even though it did kind of feel repeaty, but that's neither here nor there. Monsters, new monsters, too. We got a crab monster down there, lizard things. We have the crocodile, skull crawlers. So yeah. Oh yeah, this takes place after like Kong kills like the giant skull crawler. This actually takes place in the 90s, so like 20 years after Kong Skull Island. That's the movie, right? Kong Skull Island. Yeah, Kong Skull Island 2017. The Skull Island anime takes place 20 years after Kong Skull Island. God, that's a fucking tongue twister. Yeah, no, the characters are great. Music's fantastic. There's a twist in there which like you can kind of see coming if you like pay attention enough, really. And there's also a lot of emotional beats between Andy and one character, which involves a plot twist that I thought was really well done, and it was really well acted too. I was like, wow, am I really watching a MonsterVerse? MonsterVerse doesn't do that great of a job like portraying family ties and all that stuff. So this was actually a pretty pleasant surprise to see it done pretty well. And I'm very interested to see where that relationship with Annie and the character goes in season 2, obviously, because there are so many unresolved plot lines in this series. Matter of fact, does Mike ever get cured in season 1? I don't think he does. But yeah, no. So basically, okay, this is one of the show's faults. The big bad of Skull Island is a squid. Yeah, a monster squid, but a squid nonetheless. And to give credit where credit is due, the squid does have a cool moment where like it picks an octopus up and picks a whale up and it throws it across Skull Island to Kong's like domain. That's actually pretty fucking cool. I'll admit that was actually really cool. But other than that, the squid kind of sucks. Like the squid doesn't really do anything. It's kind of like the generic MonsterVerse kaiju antagonist. Like it wants Kong's throne, but like it's just super aggressive and all that stuff. There's not really that much depth to it, which is disappointing because I did like how they did Kong in this series. I did like how they gave Kong more depth in the series. I wish they gave it to the squid more, but yeah, the squid is just there. It causes the shipwreck too, by the way, which is why the characters end up on the island. So I guess the squid is like the squid's kind of a dick. It's like that one character said in the series, the squid's kind of a dick. But yeah, no. Skull Island's main villain kind of sucks. Really, there's not much to him. And the fact that Kong was struggling against him too shows me that he was never going to beat Godzilla. He was never going to beat Godzilla. Even with the powered up axe, like Kong didn't really stand a chance. Dude was losing to like a fucking giant mirror. Was it even a mirror squid? I don't think it was, because you remember they had the mirror squid in Kong Skull Island. I don't think that was even a mirror squid. It was just like a big different species of squid. Like not to say not to get all Godzilla fanboy on you, but my boy would have killed him. The big G would have killed it in seconds. That's all I'm gonna say. Uh, yeah, God, that sounded really snobby. I'm sorry about that, Kong fans. I like Kong too, but it's just Godzilla's my boy. He's been my boy since childhood. He will always be my boy. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, that's really all there is to say. There's not. Sorry, I got a popcorn kernel stuck in my teeth. Yeah, there's really not that much to say on the series. 8 episodes. It's not a long view. You could really watch it in about. You could really be done with the series in about an hour tops. Really, it's not that long. It's not that hard to keep track of either. Characters are good. Humor's there. The humor is there, and it is good most of the times. The music's great. Story is good. Villain kind of sucks, but Kong movies aren't really known for having top 10 A1 villains, except the Skull Devil. The Skull Devil, I'll give credit, was actually pretty good. And the V-Rexes are top Skull Island villains. King Kong villains. The V-Rexes are top ones. Skull Island villains. Kong villains. Fuck, I keep messing it up. By the way, I don't know if I've ever said this, but Peter Jackson's iteration of Skull Island is probably the best out there. Even this is good. This is a good version of Skull Island, but like Peter Jackson's just remains untouched. Oh yeah, Annie also comes from an island too. I don't know what island. She doesn't come from Skull Island, but okay. So Annie crashed on an island, and that island also harbored monsters, and that's where Dog's from too. Her like big dog creature. That's the island where Annie crash lands on is also where Dog's from. So I don't know if that's like a small subset of Skull Island or something. I hopefully will be explained in season 2. Most likely will be. But yeah, no. You know what? Some of the problems with this, again, I say it's really good and there's not that many problems, but like this is just tiny little nitpick. A lot of the problems that people say Godzilla Singular Point had, it actually Skull Island has. There's not that much explained in season 1, and you're probably really gonna have to wait for season 2. In season 1, a lot happened in season. Well, I guess you can also imply that the Godzilla Singular Point. Godzilla Singular Point was good in my opinion. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Singular Point was good to me, but yeah, or maybe I'm just easy to please. Who knows? But yeah, that's the end of Skull Island anime review. I'm ready for season 2. I'm ready to see where they take this series. Hopefully it gets to season 2 because I am interested to see where they take it. And yeah, what do you guys think of the series? Comment down below. Leave a like, subscribe. Player Story Planet season 2. Final episode review coming out later, and hopefully I get my fucking PlayStation account back so we can actually continue, Jedi Survivor, and I can upload Wolong DLC because I know that's coming like 2029. Jesus fuck no. June 29th. Yeah, June 29th. It's coming soon actually. So yeah, hopefully I get my account back in 4 hours. Love you all. Have a good rest of your day. And yeah, peace.